It is estimated that there are 1 million Romani people in the United States, though the Romani population in the United States has assimilated into American society. The largest concentrations are in Southern California, the Pacific Northwest, Texas and the Northeast, as well as in cities such as Chicago and St. Louis. The Romani, ethnically and genealogically different from other Europeans, began settling in America in the mid-19th century. The largest wave of Romani immigrants came after the abolition of Romani slavery in Romania in 1864. Romani immigration to the United States has continued at a steady rate ever since, though a large-scale surge of Romani immigration followed the 1989 collapse of communism in Central and Eastern Europe, due both to the size of the American Romani population and the absence of a historical and cultural presence, such as the Romani have in Europe. Americans are largely unaware of the existence of the Romani as a people, due to the term's lack of significance within the United States. Many Romani do not use the term around non-Romani, identifying themselves by nationality rather than heritage. The U.S. Census does not distinguish Romani as a group, since it is neither a nationality nor a religion. History. Origin. The Romani people originate from northern India, presumably from the northwestern Indian states Rajasthan and Punjab. The linguistic evidence has indisputably shown that roots of Romani language lie in India. The language has grammatical characteristics of Indian languages and shares with them a big part of the basic lexicon, for example, body parts or daily routines. More exactly, Romani shares the basic lexicon with Hindi and Punjabi. It shares many phonetic features with Marathi, while its grammar is closest to Bengali. Genetic findings in 2012 suggest the Romani originated in northwestern India and migrated as a group. According to a genetics study in 2012, the ancestors of present scheduled tribes and scheduled caste populations of northern India, traditionally referred to collectively as the Roma, are the likely ancestral populations of modern European Roma. Migration to the USA. The Romani, the first Romani group to arrive in North America in large numbers, came to America from the British Isles around 1850. Eastern European Romani, the ancestors of most of the Romani population in the United States today, began immigrating to the United States on a large scale over the latter half of the century, following the liberation from slavery in Romania. This wave of Romani immigration comprised Romani-speaking peoples like the Calderash, Makvar, Laveri and Churari, as well as ethnically Romani groups that had integrated more within the Central and Eastern European societies, such as the Boish of Romania and the Bashalda of Slovakia. Romani immigration, like all Central and Eastern European migration, was severely limited during the Soviet era in Central and Eastern Europe, but picked up again in the 1990s after the fall of the Eastern Bloc. Groups, Luda, hailing from north of the Balkans, Hungary, and the Banat, the Ludri, also known as Rudri, Boish, or Banyash, are a subculture of Romani who arrived during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Hungarian Slovak Romani. The Romani of northern Hungary largely settled in industrial cities of the northern United States near the turn of the century. Among Romani from these areas were Ola, Romunga, and Bashalda immigrants. They were noted for their musical traditions and popularized Romani music in the United States by performing in cafes, nightclubs and restaurants. The prevalence in show business made Hungarian Slovak Romani the most visible of the Romani groups arriving in America at the turn of the century, and helped to shape the modern American idea of a Romani.